Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. This is Nikki Zick, and I wanted to jump on and do another stylized mixed media watercolor floral done with the dot pattern to make the floral bouquet, and each flower is using dots and a 1-inch brush to fan out the dots to make the flower. And then I did ultrafine permanent marker details on the painting. So this is a pink colorway. The original was blue. You could find that on the playlist. But I figured let's try different dot colors and see what we get. So let's just prop it up with my Relax and Evil Eye. And I'm using a new palette of colors, Gen Craft, 24 colors. They're nice. I got them on Amazon. Inexpensively priced, but the colors are very nice and vibrant. For this, I'm going to start using a medium to large round brush to make the dots. And I'm using 3 shades of a pink. Magenta, of course, and then a darker wine red, and then a carnation pink for the 2 dots that go on the outer edge. And you'll see what I mean. Right now I'm getting my paint to a creamy consistency. We don't want it to be transparent. We want it more on the opaque side. And we're going to start with 5 dots around in a circle. That will be the flower center. Next I'm going to go into my red violet. It's like a nice dark red violet. And you put a dot in between each of the magenta dots. Maybe a little more here. Try to keep them evenly sized and spaced. Next we'll go into the carnation pink, which is a middle tone of my pinks. I'm going to do 2 dots behind every dark red violet dot that I made. And this will be the formation of the first flower. I got my 1-inch brush. Actually, it's 1 inch. And you dab off the excess water, and you just start to wiggle your paintbrush into the paint. Dab off for the next petal, and just move your brush to angle. You could go into the next petal, get some more water to blend the color in the paint. You can add some little accent lines. And that's the first blossom that we have. We'll move on to the next with the hot pink center of the 5 dots. And you could space these and color these as many different options. They're endless. This is just one I happen to be working on, and I thought it was a nice variation to the blue. So I wanted to videotape this one and show you all how different it could look just by the colors. And also pink is one of my favorites, so I had to do one in pink. It's okay if you touch a little with the paint, because we're all going to blend it right now. Here's the first petal. We'll go into the second, and we'll just keep moving around, blending the colors of the paint, changing your angle. And that's the second one. This artwork has 4, as you can see, so we'll keep moving on. Now we'll go to the lower left, the hot pink, 5 dots first, then my red violet in between each hot pink. They're not too dot-like, they're more oblong. I think this brush has seen its last days. All in painting, the key is your materials, paper, brushes. Well, brushes is top on the list. Paper, then paint. I would say in the order. Brushes, paper, paint. In my art world. Here we got the damp brush. Go into the first petal. Second petal. Could blot it off. And move in with a little bit of a darker shade. If you like how the video is coming along so far, please give me a like. It'll help me out a lot for the channel. And if you're new to the channel, please hit subscribe. That way you'll be alerted of new videos that I post, which is quite often. Painting is my gig. I love it. Can't get enough. And now with this YouTube, I could share all my creative ideas with all of you. Okay, next is the carnation pink. We'll do on the outside. Dab it off. And we blend it out. Clean the brush off. That way you get some light areas. We can continue with this. So you have some darks. Okay. Next we'll change brushes to a smaller round brush. This has a much finer tip. And I'm going to go into an apple green, which I like the freshness of this color against the pink. And we want it to a creamy to medium consistency. I'm going to first start down with the stems of our flowers. They're like wildflowers, so they just curve different ways. This one we'll put going through the flower this way. Next we'll load up our brush with some more paint to do leaves. Press and lift, press and lift. This one can go a little more. You can overlap your stems with your leaves. We'll add some leaves at the bottom. Then on the flowers, we'll put some leaves. In the middle, do a leaf going up top. One here. Then we'll paint some grasses growing up from the bottom of the page using the same green, different heights. And then we're going to do some that have little dashes on top. That look like a little wild weed growing, to give a little variety in the painting on the bottom. Okay, we'll let this dry a minute before we go with our ultrafine markers. I'm using a black ultrafine Sharpie. And I'll start with the centers of the flowers and the petals first, since we just finished painting the green. And I'll get going and get ready with that. Pull up the sleeves, ready for the inking. Let me just make sure, yeah, this is dry. Okay, first I start with the centers doing some center circles, filling in the white of the flower center. And it's just like squiggly circles, and you can draw them at an angle that you want your flower head to go. This one I'm drawing more oval in shape, and it's looking up. And for the artwork here, I'm going to do 6 petal flowers. So just go around with the permanent marker and go back to the center. Here's number 4. And follow the outline. 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 4. Alright, this will do 5. We'll do 5 petals. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, we got the 6. Alright, can I count? I need more coffee. I like to paint early, but maybe this is too early. No, just joking. Let's get going now to this flower here. And we'll draw the center. And this one will have angle more facing towards the right. And I'll fill the squiggly circles inside. And then again, we'll do 6 petals. Let me draw the 3rd, 4, 5, and 6. We'll draw the details inside the petals after I do the formation of the petals. Then we'll move over to the left, and this flower will have looking more to the the left, and draw the circles, filling in that direction. Now around for the petals, just do a loose line work, encompassing some of the white area. Makes it look very organic and flowing. Okay, draw this a little bit down to connect. A little bit more of the center. Okay, and then this last flower, we'll draw the center circles. There's not much white, but we still draw a center. You can extend in the pink. And now I'll draw the petals. Here's 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6. Okay, now we'll go back into our flowers and draw some indication lines. You can skip a flower, it doesn't have to be in every flower. Well, actually every flower looks nice. But you could do different patterns. You could do 1 line, 2 lines. This one we could do 3. And it's up to you. This is your world, your artwork, how you want to proceed. I just give you the idea. You know where to get the tools. But this is just a way of me showing you my approach to the artwork. Okay, next we'll go down with our black and we'll do our stems. And you could just go alongside your stem. That way it shows up more on the paper. And follow the line of your stem with the black marker. Next we'll do the leaves and trace them with the marker. Overlapping flowers is fine. And trace every leaf with the black marker. It can make it wavier. And you can also, like I'm doing, enclose it with some white. Now do the leaves that go on the flowers. Each one connecting back. Here's the tall leaf going through the bouquet. A few left leaves on the top, on the left side. And that's our finished artwork. I'll sign it like I did the other, NZ, for Nikki Zick. And then I do 24. The new year. February's over. A few more days. And here's our final artwork, mixed media, done with watercolor paints and ultrafine permanent marker, using the dot technique for the flowers, and then a loose style for the leaves and stems. I hope you liked the video, and I'll be sure to see you again. Bye-bye.